nothing awesome or creative or new was ever made without taking a risk, right? This year, I am working on prioritizing, just being aware of what's in my wardrobe, feeling responsible for the things that I own, and being a little more aware and intentional about what I'm bringing in. Hello friends and welcome! I'm Christina Amanita and I love all things thrifty and crafty and naturey. And today we are starting to build my dream spring wardrobe. This is part one of a hopefully many part video series where I'm just using things that I have, things that I can thrift easily to make things for my wardrobe rather than buying ready-made clothes. So this is part one. We are doing 4 awesome projects today. We can call them thrift flips because all of these items were thrifted and we're gonna be upcycling, flipping all 4 of them using some sewing, some patches, some fun little things. So come along with me and grab your craft and let's do it together. Let's see what we can make for spring. Okay, item number 1, we are gonna start with this flax 100% linen made in Lithuania gingham. It's green gingham button down top. I love this thing. I got it many years ago and you know what? I've only worn it maybe twice and I love how it looks. I love it in theory. I love it when I style it, but I think it's just a little too tight. The arms, like when I just don't have full range of motion and I can't be bothered. So I think that the main problem is the arms are too small. So I thought to start, we just take off the arms and go from there. Maybe it'll be cute as a vest or tank top situation, or maybe we'll make new arms that fit me a little better with a different fabric. So let's just start by unpicking and getting into this first upcycle.
I always call it unpicking, but is it actually just called seam ripping? Am I using the wrong terminology here? I don't know, but it always takes forever. I'm just trying to be gentle, take good care of this fabric, and also my cat. So enjoy a second of little Luna.
Okay, we got one arm off, so I'm gonna try her on. All right, I think it looks good. It just needs, you know, obviously like a hem. And I have full range of motion. On this side, I have like no motion. It's all super tight through here. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna seam rip off the other arm and then we're gonna get into the next project so we can just be cooking and we'll come back to this after we get the next one started. All right, so next up we're doing more of a more of a involved upcycle with a little more creativity hopefully, and that is this J. Jill vest. It's linen, which is amazing, which is why I didn't want to get rid of it. So it's just kind of a dark color for what I usually wear, and it doesn't really give much personality. So like in the past, I might have thought like I will just donate this and be on the hunt, see if I can find something that fits better. But this new mindset of mine hopefully is gonna pay off where I'm gonna try and make this more me with some patches. So I've got this really cool fabric. And I think it's like a table runner or something. So it's blueberries and the color palette just matches perfectly with this blue. And I'm so excited. I'm just so nervous to cut into this. And I'm here to say, like, it is nerve-wracking cutting into beautiful vintage fabrics. Like, even if you bought it for $3 at Goodwill, it still feels like a high-stakes situation because it feels so unique. And obviously not one of a kind, but it feels that way because it's vintage. But today I'm here to tell you to just go for it. Just do it because that's the only way that this thing is going to get used. I'm not going to use it as a table runner. So we are going to use it as some cool patches for this jacket. We're going to cut into this fabric. I'm so nervous about it, but we're going to do it. We're going to cut into it. We're going to get our scissors out and we're going to cut this bitch. And we're gonna put it on the back, and then I'm hoping we can put some stuff, I think maybe like here and here, whether I cut out just like the blueberry part or something, I don't know. But I want to keep as much of the original edge intact because that's like a really nice edge. So let's get into it. Let's cut this bitch. I've been agonizing about cutting into this for literally days, but we're just gonna do it. So it is approximately 10 inches wide, and up and down horizontally, it is about 13 inches. So we're gonna make a 13 inches long. So let's do it.
All right, so I laid out the table runner and I tried to do it from the middle so that I could salvage the ends to make something else. So I really cut right out of the middle because the ends have some cool edges. So here we go, cutting. We're making the cut and hopefully it will be the right size.
All right, let's see what we're working with here. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna look so good. I'm very excited now. Okay, good. It's so hard to visualize before you actually have the fabric. So hopefully you can see pretty well what we've got here. So I'm thinking that I want to do like this. This is kind of how I do the putting it together without cutting anything yet. Oh, I think that's so freaking cute. But then do I do this on the other side for some contrast?
I then spent a few minutes trying some different options here with the different shapes that I had. And then I cut them exactly how big I wanted them for where they're gonna go.
Wow, this is amazing. I'm so excited. So I gotta go get that thread and then we'll be back to it. But let's start on to then one more project at least before we head to the craft store. We are going to start thinking about this project. So this one is, I'm thinking we're gonna do a patch, and I'll show you the drawing that I did here. It's not perfect, but you know, it's kind of cute. It's a good idea. So we're gonna do patch. I was thinking like 3 by 3, but maybe 4. Maybe it should be kind of big. All right, we'll mock it up in a 4 and we'll see how it looks. And then we can always cut everything smaller. Can't always cut everything bigger once you've cut it though. So this is the closest that I have, I think, to the color that I'm looking for. I think it'll do. And then the background, I'm just torn because I don't have any white fabric, but I could get some today, hopefully. But like, could I use this as the background, this green gingham? But then like, I don't know what I'm gonna use for the leaf. I think that's, I just decided in this moment, this is gonna be the leaves. So I don't know now what we're gonna use for the back. So I'm gonna have to find some, hopefully they'll have some scraps, some white scraps today that I can buy. So I drew out a little mock-up of the radish / beet in question and a leaf. And I know that this is not anatomically correct. I do know that. But this is probably the best shape that I will be able to get from this fabric. So I think it's going to be a little thicker than this, but this is just my original mock-up. And then I think there should be at least 2. So we'll have 2 and I'll probably just use the same one and just adjust it a little bit. So yes, a little radish. So now I guess what we do is cut out some little radish pieces. Okay, so I decided we're gonna use felt for this mock-up because that's what I have. That's the closest to what I'm looking for. So we're gonna cut out a little square. And what did I decide? 4 inches? We'll start with 4. I'm not sure, it might be a little big. Oh yeah, for the radish that I made, I think it's a little big, unless I wanted to make 2 radishes, but I kind of wanted it to be just one little radish. So yeah, one cute little radish, that's all I want. Okay, so we've decided it's gonna be 3 inches. Radish on the 3 inches. Okay, the radish definitely needs to be a little bit bigger than this. Now let's cut out the radish. All right, chalk it is. Okay, so I got the general shape. I think I will iron it before I finish it. And then we just need the leaves. Okay, so like, please don't leave because this looks pretty ugly. Like, it will get better. Just as a general idea here, it looks pretty good. It's pretty much what I envisioned. So to do the next steps on this, I need to go get some white fabric. So this one is gonna sit, and I think we actually have time for another one before I go. Our last item today is this blue gingham button-up shirt by Jones, New York. It's 100% cotton, which is why I wanted it. It's just kind of one thing, you know, is the thing. So I just want to make it a little personal, like the other items that I've been doing. So my thought is I do want to put a patch on the pocket. So either put a new pocket on that's a different fabric. This, I think this could be cute as the pocket. It's like a really, I think it matches really well, and it's actually strawberries. We love the berry themes. Or I could put this patch that I bought at a festival last year from a hand maker on it, which is also very cute. And then I wanted to do something fun with the buttons. I was thinking about replacing the buttons with new buttons, but there's so many, 8 buttons on here or something. So I think instead I'm gonna do some of those like cute little embroidery buttons where you use like different colors and you make like little flowers or shapes or something. So we've got a couple ideas here. So we're gonna cut out a piece of this to see how it would look on this shirt as a pocket. I'm also going to iron these little pieces from the radish while I've got my iron on.
So then I just double folded the edges to get an idea of how the shape would look on the shirt.
I think this is super cute. I think the color matches perfectly, and it kind of breaks up the gingham a little bit. And we're gonna look at some inspo on Pinterest, I think, for the buttons.
Different shapes. Okay, we've got some cool shapes. These are cool. I wish I had colorful buttons. Let's see. There's the ones with like the little tulips. Those are pretty cute. Ooh, okay. I like this one where they embroidered the whole button. That's kind of cool. Okay, I saw one more thing, and I actually saw this last night when I was searching, and I totally forgot, where you can add fabric onto the buttons. I like that idea because then I could use the fabric that I'm using for the pocket. Ooh, okay, I really like that idea.
So I cut out just a little piece of fabric and a little piece of felt just to see how it would look, and it's so freaking cute. Hold on. It's gonna look so cute. I was just about to leave to go to the craft store, and I put in the address and it was like closing soon. Okay, so the main things that I needed for this project were the white fabric for the back of the radish patch and the dark blue thread for the blueberries. All right, I actually found these 2 fabrics, and I brushed over them before because I thought they weren't quite right, but they're close enough, you know? It doesn't have to be perfect. So that one's got little swirls, and this one has little flowers. This one's more creamy, I think. All right, I think that looks pretty good. Hard to tell. Super hard to tell. All right, I think this is working for me. Okay, so these are all my blue threads. I actually found this one in the very bottom, and it's more purple. Oof, maybe it won't be noticeable though on this. Oh, that's so purple. But like the other option is black. I guess maybe black would work. Ah, dang it. So things have taken a massive turn. Once I realized that I didn't have any blue thread that would work, I decided to pivot and find another store that was open. And I did find another nonprofit, all secondhand store near me. And I made it, but I didn't film anything because it was closing time. I made it right on time. So I got so much stuff, and I spent $6.75. Please, if you are a crafter, look up in your area if there's a place like this, a secondhand craft store. Wow. I got 3 zippers, a nice ruler. I got bias tape for something that I'm making in my spring makes video. I got some white thread, and I got what I came for, which was the blue thread. I got 2 different ones because they were like 10 cents each. and one of these has to match. It's bound to. And then I did get something that I didn't need, this crazy fabric. Last thing, I got some D rings, and this was like $1/4, I believe. I got these so that I can make a strap for my violin case. It is a new day, and somehow there's snow on the ground again. But we're gonna jump right in. So I've got this thread that's matching pretty perfectly the blueberries. So we're gonna start with the blueberries.
So to start, I just wanted to place all of the patches and double check that they're all the right size before I finish off the edges. And then once everything was cut down, I went to my sewing machine and put on a really small zigzag stitch to give a finish to all of these raw edges that looked kind of similar to the finish that was already there.
So we've got the back panel. I think it looks pretty good. Not too shabby. One side's better than the other, but that's okay. And then the two little front patch guys. So next, let's do the green gingham top, which I never actually took the other arm off of, but I want to clean up this arm and hem it and sew around it and see how it looks. All right, we'll unpick the other arm. Here we go. So now we're gonna iron it as a double fold. Crap, I'm gonna straight stitch it first and then we're gonna iron it. And then I'm gonna eat something because I'm so hungry. When you're sewing with linen, it's great, especially around curves, to have a straight stitch so that it doesn't stretch and move as you're doing all the things. So I'm gonna try that and see if it helps out with kind of the shape of this. So I'm just gonna straight stitch all the way around the armhole, and hopefully that will help it maintain shape as I'm doing whatever comes next. Okay, just gotta do that on the other side. Okay, so we're just doing a straight stitch.
I lost the footage of me ironing this over, but here is a little bit of me sewing it down.
Okay, I think it's perfect. So this is the side that's done. It's kind of wide, but I think I like that. I don't think I want to mess with it anymore. So yay, we have a plan. Okay, she is done, I think. So we'll see that in the reveal or whatever at the end, but let's move on to one of the projects that I've been avoiding. Let's do the buttons on the blue gingham top. Okay, I did a little stretching because my back is killing me. I like played a song on the piano to kind of get in a relaxed mindset. Drinking my tea, and we're ready. We're gonna tackle these buttons. So I guess I'm going to make a duplicate of this. Okay, I think this is a better size.
So then I just sewed around the circle around the edges, going in and out for like a basting stitch to pull this all together over the button.
So I've got my little piece of felt that's gonna go over the button to make it look kind of full. Kind of looks like it might be too much fabric here. Okay, it's gonna be cute once I get rid of this extra fabric. Okay. All right, the first one is on. It could be better, but we're gonna leave it for now, and we're just gonna see how much I can improve on the next few. I'm on the last button, and I just wanted to share what I've learned so far after doing a bunch of these. So first is to sewing the basting or whatever as close to the edge as possible. I mean, not like too close, but as close to the edge as possible, because that will help it kind of just bring in as much of the fabric as possible. And also to start with the end on the inside. And then once you get the thing over the button, just pulling it pretty tight, also gently, you know, it's a combo, it's a balance. But then really wrapping around tightly, but also pulling on here because it gets a little bit scrunched up as you're pulling because it's attached right to the fabric. So just wrapping around really tightly and then tying a knot in the back and then trimming off whatever's extra. So I think that's what's making the cleanest looking buttons. So I've got the pocket square ready. I just need to iron it into shape, remove the one that's already here, and then sew it down. Okay, so I ironed this bad boy to be about the same shape as this. I'm gonna do the line across the top of the pocket, just a straight stitch, quick, and then we're gonna get it onto the shirt. Pin it down, sew it down, and I think we'll see this one in the reveal. Okay, so I polished up this radish a little bit. I made the back, and now I just need to add some interfacing on the radish and the leaves so that they're a little bit thicker, and then we will sew it onto the top. All right, so I ironed these onto the interfacing. Now I just need to cut them out.
Next time I would do this in a different order.
I believe the last thing that I want to do before putting this on is sew down the radish and the start of the leaves. So the leaves are obviously going to be poking off of the edge, so the rest also directly onto the top, but I want to get at least everything that's on the square sewn first. Okay, I think she's ready to go on the shirt. I really hope this goes well. I think it's pretty cute. Pretty cute. You know what? I'm actually going to add a couple just straight lines across here to make it look a little more radishy maybe. Okay, I like that. It adds a little bit of texture. Okay, I tried it on just to see if the patch was in a good spot, and I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna move it up just a little bit, and then we're gonna sew it down, and then we'll see this one in the reveal, and then we have just one more left to finish, I think. So, I pinned on the patches just to see how they look. I do kind of wish that this was a little bit thinner. And then on the front, I just can't decide if the blueberry should go this way or this way. And ultimately, I don't think it actually matters. I just need to choose. So going this way. All right, we're gonna flip this one over and we're gonna sew them down.
I just sewed all of these patches down with a nice straight stitch, and I think that should be plenty for now.
All right, friends, I think we are done. We finished all 4 projects in 2 days. Really not even, because I only did a couple hours yesterday. And wow, I am so excited to wear all of these things. I can't believe I finally did this. Just do it, folks. So I'm really proud of all 4 of these projects. I can't wait to see how they look in the reveal. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Okay, first up we have the gingham vest, and I am just loving this. I'm so glad that I finally took the arms off of this because it is so darn cute this way, and it actually fits me perfectly and comfortably, and I know that I will actually wear this item now. Yeah, a success. Next, the blueberry vest also came out so cute. I love the patches. I think it's wonderful. The only thing I might change in the future is just cutting down the back patch so that it fits the back panel a little better, but I think I like it now. I think it came out really cute, and it actually has some personality now, so I can wear it and enjoy it and feel like I'm communicating something with my outfit. Ooh, this gingham top came out so good. I love the way the buttons look. I love that I actually added a little pear patch after filming was done. I just wanted it to have just a little more something. So I think it looks really cute. And I'm excited for how simple this was and how well it turned out for use in my wardrobe. I also realized I used a lot of gingham in this video. If you like that, let me know. If you didn't, let me know too. And best for last, I think this turned out to be like a little cartoon character vibe, which I love. I love the radish. I think it's the perfect size, the perfect colors. It is exactly what I envisioned, and I am so excited to share it with all of you. I hope that you like this and it inspires you to make a radish patch or a carrot patch or something cute for yourself.
Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, this weekend. I hope that you learned a little something. I hope that maybe I kept you company while you were doing your own crafting. So let me know down in the comments which of these 4 upcycle craft methods will you be trying this spring. And make sure you hit that little bell to be notified when I make my next video about building my dream spring wardrobe. Thanks so much for hanging out. I'm Christina Amanita, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!